My name is Nicki. I'm an English makeup artist and I live with Carlo and our daughter Sky in Positano, Italy. Our house is far from the road but surrounded by fruit trees and olive groves, and we grow our own food. We'll show you what it's really like to live on the Amalfi Coast. Subscribe and welcome to the Positano Diaries. Good morning. We recently found out, thanks to one of Carlo's brothers, that there is a new ferry service. It goes from Positano, it stops in Sorrento, Seiano, Toro Del Greco and then Naples, and we're going to catch it today. We're going to go to Naples and we're going to have a wander around, show you a few things, and we've got to go because the ferry is here. And we have the traffic warden telling us to get in the queue. Let's go. See? It is nice and cool and air conditioned in here. Ah, and we can go outside. Perfect. Thanks, Carlo. Ah. That's better. And we're off. See all Elizabeth's little red boats lined up waiting to go off on their day trips. First of all, the ferry had to cruise around the peninsula to get to the Bay of Naples on the other side from Positano. This is Punta Campanella, the very tip of the peninsula. Right opposite is Capri. Yeah, happy. The first stop was the port of Sorrento. This is our nearest port in the winter if we wanted to get a ferry to Capri or if we wanted to go to Naples by boat. Is trying to get to the perfect shot. Water blows. So we have just swooped in past Vico Equense and the ferry slowed down and beeped, but nobody answered. So there's obviously nobody to pick up. It's exciting! Where are we going? I think Holly thinks that we're going to Ischia because that's what we normally do when we get a ferry. Ischia or Capri. But we're not. We're going somewhere else. Yeah! Next, the ferry pulled in at Castellamare di Stabia with its strange empty beaches that are not fit for bathing, being so close to the shipyards there. The town was built next to the Roman city of Stabia, which was destroyed by the eruption of Vesuvius in AD 79. It's famous for its thermal baths and 28 kinds of waters. The most famous resident by far was Pliny the Elder, who died in the eruption of Vesuvius in AD 79. Onwards, and our next stop was Torre del Greco, sitting under the shadow of Vesuvius. In AD 79, this area was completely buried under ash from the big eruption. And then again in 1631 it was damaged by another eruption. In 1794 the whole town centre was buried under a 10-metre deep flow of lava. The city is a huge producer of coral jewellery since the 15th century, and since the 17th century it's famous for its cameo brooches. In the Middle Ages, Torre del Greco was part of the royal estates of the Kingdom of Naples, with many elaborate summer palaces. It was a popular summer resort up until the earliest 20th century, famous for its cafes and pavilions, fine beaches and vineyards. It suffered heavy bombing in the Second World War. And finally, we pull into the harbour at the port of Naples, which is one of the largest seaports in the Mediterranean Sea.
Amore, dove stiamo andando adesso?
We are going to go and see the Fountain of the Giant, and then we're going to go to Egg Castle.
E Castel. E che cos'è?
Castel dell'Ovo.
E dici Castel dell'Ovo, Egg Castel, ma quando fa? No, Castel dell'Ovo.
So we are just walking through this little park here, which is very pretty. We are in Naples, we're on the Lungomare, which is the seafront, and we're going to walk down towards the castle, which is over there. But it's very interesting just to have a look around, all the people that come to the beach here and sit on these rocks below. So let's go take a walk. I love that they all bring their chairs with them so they can sit in comfort. And in Naples, if you've got a boat, you use it. They will just hang out in their little boats all day long. Much more comfortable than the nearby rocks. This is the Fontana del Gigante, the Fountain of the Giant. It was built in the beginning of the 17th century, built by Pietro Bernini and Michelangelo Naccarino. Pietro Bernini was the father of Luigi Bernini, who was a very famous sculptor. It was originally built to go near the Royal Palace in Naples, which is just a bit further up that way. And it was next to a giant statue of the bust of Jupiter, which was found in Cuma, which we will visit at some point in the future. Anyhow, since it was placed at the Royal Palace, it was then moved 3 times until in 1905 it arrived here, where it has stayed ever since. Carlo looks like he is buying, I bet he's buying a hat. It's what he always buys when we go out in August. ¿Qué stai comprando? Ah, they're only €5. Bargain. What do you think he should get? The blue one or the straw coloured one?
Va bene.
Sì. Carlo is in a spending mood today. He's now getting a granita di limone.
Grazie mille.
Grazie.
No.
The entrance of Castel dell'Ovo, the Egg Castle. The legend has it that the Latin poet Virgil hid an egg in the dungeons of this castle when they were building it, and that if the egg ever broke, disaster would strike the area, and the fortune of the castle depended on the egg staying whole. Dai!
Stupazzi.
Oh, aia, pulito manato.
Do you want to go inside the castle?
No, c'è troppa gente.
Sì, è vero.
Fa troppo caldo e andiamo a mangiare.
Let's go and eat then. Good idea. Come on then.
È nuovo, mi sai, lei se manda il diretto vero, è malato.
fellows stopped to ask where we should eat, and now we're having a lovely conversation about shoes. You notice the guy has got two odd shoes on. All around the castle there's this little Borgo Marinare, which just means seaside town. And it is chock-a-block full of little restaurants and trattorias and bars. So we're now trying to decide which one to choose. And we have chosen La Scialuppa, which has a lovely little outside bit over the water.
Io prendo l'insalata mista e tu prendi le patate fritte.
Ok. E schiaccio qualcosa.
Carlo has left me again. So I must be very boring company. He has left me. I'm now sitting here by myself, so I will try and pay the bill and go and find something to do. No. His mission was to ask them what we should do, because we've got 2 hours left and he doesn't want to visit the castle, so he's going to go on. He went to ask them, but now they're just chatting about other stuff. So we have just found out that even if we had wanted to go and visit the castle, we couldn't have done because it's by reservation only this year. So we didn't know that. And decided we are going to duck into the city now. I know there's a way out over here somewhere. So it may look like we've done lots of things, but to be honest with you, we've literally walked about 300 meters from the port. The fountain is just behind me here. The Borgo Marino and the castle is right here.
Ow.
And we haven't done anything else. So now we're going to go that way into the city for the last hour.
Andiamo.
And we find ourselves on a wide tree-lined street with church bells ringing and sea views down unexpected corners. This is the Royal Palace of Naples. It is visitable. It is probably visitable on booking reservations only, and certainly not with a dog, so we will do that another time. But the Piazza, which I've shown before, is stunning. Let's go have a look. And here is the front of the Royal Palace. And way up above in Vomero is the stunning Castel Sant'Elmo, which I have visited. I think I did a vlog with Dad and my brother one day. Absolutely lovely up there. The views are amazing. Galleria Umberto is a shopping centre and a World Heritage Site in the centre of Naples, right opposite the San Carlo Opera House. It was built in the late 1880s by Emanuele Rocco, and it's very similar in design to the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele in Milan. It has a fantastic glass and iron roof, and there's loads of mosaics on the floor, and in the centre there's all the signs of the zodiac underneath the domed roof. this is the Castel Nuovo, the new castle. This one is right in front of the port, so we now just need to walk around it and we are back at the port where we need to get our ferry home. Back in Positano. It is now 6:45 in the evening. That was quite a long ride back. The ferry took 2 hours to get back, and I'm not going home. I'm going out to another rooftop bar. I think it's become a Tuesday tradition with Elizabeth and the girls, and we're going over to the La Fioriera in Traiano. Did I say that right?
Say it again.
La Fioriera in Traiano.
Okay.
That's not my daughter. That's Sky's best friend.
Ciao. Mariana ci incontrava là. No, non viene. Oh, for God's sake.
So the fire from the other day seems to have started up again, and we currently have the, what are they called? Firefighters. No, they're not allowed to say that anymore. We have Ombra taking care of it.
Oh, and there's my cousin. Oh,
And there's Dom.
Ciao.
And this is the Fioriera. I've never said it properly. The Fioriera in Traiano. I've been left behind because I had to go to the bathroom, so everybody's gone up, and now I'm just waiting for the lift to come back down. And here we are, another beautiful rooftop bar. And here are the girls. And let's have a quick check of the view.
No, we just stayed on the board.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it was lovely. And we were there. I was going to sit in there.
What I wanted to ask what there
You have two, and we have another one. You saw Antonella. We're twins.
Hello! You look beautiful. You match the sunset.
Wow. Grazie. Get down.
Tuna and avocado burger.
Would you like to try?
started around 3.